All right, so you're ready to dive into the world of investing, but maybe the thought of picking individual stocks sends you running for the hills.
Well, you're definitely not alone. And that's where mutual funds come in. They can be a really great way to dip your toes into the investing waters without, needing to become a financial expert overnight.
Okay, so mutual funds, we're doing a deep dive today, breaking down what they are, how they work, and most importantly, why they might be a good fit for your investment journey.
Exactly. We're really going to unpack those advantages, those shiny, exciting perks that might have you thinking, hey, maybe mutual funds are the answer I've been searching for.
I know one thing that's always scared me off is that whole diversification thing. Like, I need to own a million different stocks to
Yeah.
be safe,
Yeah.
right?
Right. And that's the beauty of mutual funds. Take affordable portfolio diversification. That sounds fancy, but it's actually pretty straightforward.
Okay, break it down for me.
Think about it like this. Let's say you want to buy even just one share of Apple stock. Depending on when you're listening to this, that could be like hundreds of dollars for a single share.
Ouch. Yeah, not exactly pocket change.
Exactly. But with a mutual fund, you're pooling your money with other investors. So instead of buying one whole share of Apple, you're essentially buying a tiny slice of that share along with tiny slices of lots of other companies.
I see. It's like team effort investing. And that ties into what? Economies of scale.
Exactly. Because a mutual fund is managing a large pool of money, they get access to investments that would normally be out of reach for us regular investors. It's like getting the wholesale price on your investments.
Makes sense. So we've got access, we've got diversification, but what about actually picking the right investments? That's where I'd be a deer in headlights.
And that is where professional management saunters in, ready to guide you through the forest.
Okay, love the imagery.
Right. It's like having a personal chef for your investments. These professional fund managers, many of whom have years of experience, use their expertise, research, and sometimes even fancy algorithms to make those decisions for you.
So you're saying instead of just wandering the stock market aisles on an empty stomach, I can have a Michelin star chef whipping up a five-star portfolio. Sign me up.
I know, right? And knowing your money is in the hands of these seasoned pros can bring a certain level of, well, investment comfort, especially for those new to the investing game.
Oh, for sure. It's like having that experienced friend who's navigated the investing world before and can hold your hand a little bit.
Exactly. And another comforting factor, those pesky regulations. Sometimes, let's face it, the financial world can feel a bit like the Wild West.
Tell me about it.
But with mutual funds, you have transparency and regulatory comfort built right in. They're tightly regulated, meaning they have to be super upfront about what they're holding, how they're performing good, bad, or ugly, and what fees they're charging.
Okay, so regulatory comfort, check. It's like having a financial referee on hand, making sure everyone's playing by the rules. Speaking of rules, let's talk taxes, everyone's favorite topic.
Right. How could we forget?
So what's the deal with mutual funds and those pesky taxes?
That's where tax deferral and sometimes even tax benefits can really sweeten the deal.
All right, I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
So, with tax deferral, you typically don't pay taxes on your earnings until you sell your shares. So, your investments potentially have more time to grow tax-free.
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to picture this. So it's like a magical money tree where you only pay taxes on the fruit, but not until you decide to actually pick it and eat it.
That's actually a pretty great analogy. And on top of that, some mutual funds are structured to offer additional tax benefits, but those really depend on what kind of account you have, your investment goals, the nitty-gritty.
Okay, so we're talking potential for growth A&D, potential for keeping more of what you earn. That's what I like to hear.
Right. Now, of course, this is just a taste. We're only scratching the surface here. There are so many different types of mutual funds out there, each with its own flavor, its own risk level, and its own goals.
So it sounds like mutual funds could be a great option for someone who wants to invest,
Hmm.
but maybe doesn't have the time, resources, or, frankly, desire to become a full-time stock market guru.
Absolutely. They offer that nice balance of accessibility, professional guidance, and that set it and forget it approach that many people find really appealing. So, given what we've talked about today with the diversification, the professional management, and the potential for tax advantages, what kind of mutual fund strategy do you think might be a good starting point for you?
Hmm. Well, you've definitely given me a lot to think about, that's for sure. As for me, I'm feeling way more informed and way less intimidated by those three little words, mutual funds.
And that's what matters. It's all about finding the right fit for your financial journey.
Couldn't agree more. For our listeners, be sure to stick around because we'll be back soon with even more deep dives into the fascinating world of investing. See you next time.